Welcome, Mr. Speed. Happy to have you here. The first thing I would like to know, I know unfortunately for you, you didn't have your full strength team, but at the end of the day, just give me your opinion on the game itself.
Mount Pleasant was just much better than us today, and it reflected itself in the score. So that's how it goes sometimes.
So what stood out most of all in terms of your team performance today, especially around the back with your senior man, King out?
Yeah, but I don't think it's just because alone he was out. I think our defending was really awful. The first goal was a relegation clearance. I think we could have had. Second goal was a deflection. Difficult to defend against those, but I think then again I thought the wall pulled up. So I don't know if King was the reason for those. They were just awful defending by us.
Okay.
After taking a defeat like this, what is the mindset going into the next game this Sunday? Sunday you play, right?
Yeah, but I always have a thing long term. You learn a lot more when you lose than when you win. I think I learned a lot today. So it's for the long term, not just for the Sunday game. The immediate impact of a Sunday game is that we own 6 players. 4 will come back for Sunday. So we're in a better place.
The 3 players that are out, do you think your team have enough depth? Just in case of injury today, say these 3 players are injured for the rest of the season. Do you think what you have now is good enough to win the league?
We are always good enough to win the league. What happened is it's our policy that we have to blood young players. So we don't pick and choose which one of the games we blood young players, especially if we're still in the top 6. We have a structure where each player, depending on their age, is supposed to get X amount of minutes per year. So come whatever the results are, we ensure that the players get those amount of minutes. When we reach a playoff, it's a whole different thing. There's no guaranteed minutes in the playoff. It's just the best 11 that we can find out on the pitch.
It is my view that Mount Pleasant is very aware of your quick transition from defense to attack. And if, based on what I've seen, every time you try to do that quick transition, they were ready for it. And you think that's a concern for you now? You have to come up with something new now to defeat this Mount Pleasant team.
We have whole heap of new things. As I said before, this fixtures was the same last year, if you remember. They made us look like schoolboys. By the time the playoff came around, we were just a different team. I don't think anything will change. That usually is the pattern. We're not worried. We have players who are experienced to come in. Yes, we're still in the transfer window for about 2 other players, so experienced players. So I think we're good.
Coach Speid, normally if you're losing a game, you tend to get a lot of looking in the goal to score. But today, in terms of opportunities, it was minimal. What's your take on that?
Well, we're without our leading goal scorer. So that's one. We didn't start Stein. We were trying to give him some rest. Again, we had to put people in places like that they're not used to playing. All of those things factored in. But I still believe that only the 3rd goal probably couldn't have been prevented. I believe the first 2 could have.
A lot of fans coming to this game from Mount Pleasant, wanted Cavaliers to lose. Some of them said 4 low, some say 3. But the Cavaliers fans were backing you in the media, on Instagram and so forth. What message can you tell them? You lost the game today. What can you assure them that you'll come back and make them proud?
Can play Bob Marley. Don't worry about that thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. That's the message I have for them. Don't worry about that thing.
All right, Coach P, thank you very much. Continue to put in the good work and looking forward to the next game.
You're welcome. Bye.